Welcome to HyVee Today with Tony Tone. We're live inside Muscatine HyVee on 2nd Avenue in Muscatine, streaming on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Now, here's Tony Tone.
Hello, friends. Welcome back. It's HyVee Today with Tony Tone. Good to be with you inside the Market Grill Express for Monday, the 10th of August. Hope you had a great weekend. Seemed to cooperate with respects to the weather and maybe some storms that we thought may be here and then ended up not showing up. That being said, if we look at the Lutheran Living Senior Campus weather forecast for today, we do have, and this is what's interesting, whenever it says a heavy thunderstorm, I'm like, does that just mean a normal thunderstorm in Iowa? So today's forecast, we've got mostly cloudy, chance for an afternoon thunderstorm, high of 86 degrees today, or 83, 86. Tomato, okay. Tonight, partly cloudy and humid, a low of 66. And then tomorrow, partly cloudy, a high of 83. Look at that. Severe afternoon thunderstorm. Huh. And then a heavy thunderstorm. What does that mean? What, like severe, I understand what that means, but heavy thunderstorm? It just feels like we're being rude to the thunderstorm. What if it was a thin thunderstorm? Heavy, severe, tomato. Just pay attention. Today's one of those days. Watch the weather. And, my 5-year-old, Ted, he feels like anytime there's a thunderstorm, he's like, we got to go to the basement. I'm like, you can go to the basement anytime you want. It's a great basement. That's one of the reasons why we bought our house last year, is because of the finished basement. So if you were listening to the radio this morning, and I wasn't, no offense to Dwyer and Michaels, but I dropped my vehicle off somewhere, and my mom, God bless her, gave me a ride to work. I don't want to brag. And I got in my mom's car, and she's like, hey, Dwyer and Michaels are talking about kids wearing pajamas that are going to be doing online learning. You should call in and talk about Ted, who has lived in pajamas. So I did, and I got on the radio with him, and it's always great to talk to Dwyer and Michaels. And I just said about Ted not ever wanting to be in anything but pajamas, which is true. To his credit, he did wear normal clothes yesterday. Took him to Chuck E. Cheese. But I basically had to bribe him. I'm like, you're not going if you don't wear normal clothes. I'll drop you off somewhere. Like, my wife was working yesterday. I'm like, so then he tries to wear clothes, and he's like, oh, I'm not wearing underwear. And I'm like, bro, you're wearing anyways. So he complied, and we went up to Davenport, and it only cost me having to buy him a Chuck E. Cheese backpack. So moral of the story is don't have kids. I don't know what the moral of the story is. It's let them wear pajamas if they want to. Listen, they got school in 2 weeks. What are we supposed to do? We got to get them in a better routine. Today we have Make My Monday at the store and an awesome fuel saver. If you're watching at some point today or this evening or this afternoon, come to Hy-Vee today. With every $25 you spend, you're going to get 15 cents off per gallon. That's a great deal. So you can essentially not have to pay. Listen, there's people that will get a full tank of gas and pay a penny. That happens. I haven't had that happen personally, but I know people that do. They work the fuel saver to their favor. I have 42 cents on my fuel saver right now. Do I need gas? Maybe. I'm going to buy a couple things today to beef it up even a little bit more. So that's an awesome opportunity to save. I just wanted to shamelessly promote the Hy-Vee app, because each week there's a new app deal on your phone or tablet. If you download it, you can scan it right at the register. This week's app deal is on Hy-Vee butter, which is one of those things you never want to run out of butter, right? So you download the app, you pick up the butter from the dairy department, and there you go. It's on sale, $1.88 on the old Hy-Vee butter, right? So just don't run out of butter. It's one of those essential things you got to have in the fridge, right? Like, there's nothing worse than if you're out of butter, or if you're trying to bake something and you have a recipe that calls for 4 eggs and you have 2, So that's what it looks like on the app. You press that button to get the deal, and then it gives you the little QR code to scan at the register. And then 2 things really quick. We still have some of those Iowa Hawkeye Wave face masks available for $12. 100% of the proceeds gets donated to the University of Iowa Stead Family Children's Hospital. They're in a 3-tier basket near the front of aisle 3 here in the store. So again, we're not making a dime off of those. Every of the $12 goes towards the Children's Hospital. And then I would be remiss if I didn't recognize, and Chad, I think I airdropped a picture of our salad bar, which is over my shoulder. You can see we kind of have the curtains drawn down, and it's because we transformed the salad bar into a produce stand. So here's my advice for people that have jobs. If your boss asks you to do something, in my experience, if you do it, you stay employed. It's not that hard. So when Chad Adams, store manager, said, hey, can you turn the salad bar into a produce stand? In my head, I was thinking, I don't know what you're talking about. But we did it, and that's what it looks like right now. So all of that produce is from Kruger Farms. You literally can see the Krugers in the sign right there, right? Steve and Sheena. So whether they knew that their image was going to be printed on a giant window banner, they didn't. But I'm sure they're okay with it, right? Because it's a licensed photo that they agreed to. And all of that produce comes from their farm in Letts. So that's fantastic. And I'll give a shout out to the graphic designers that I work with at SPS in Cedar Rapids. So shout out to Strategic Print Solutions. They took my idea. I'm a sketcher. I do like not good looking sketches, and then I give it to graphic designers, and they make it look awesome. So shout out to them, and please come in and check that out. All right, let's get to our guest who's patiently waiting. Jordan Lloyd is back. She is the marketing director with Sunnybrook at Muscatine, and I bet because you do so many creative things at Sunnybrook that there's nothing that they could tell you like, hey, Jordan, we're going to have an ice cream stand. I mean, you guys have done so much. The answer is never no, right?
Yeah,
You're just like, okay, let's do it.
No, I try.
Yeah.
Megan, our director, she's got a lot of ideas.
Yeah.
When she gets into our idea mode, it's like, here's this. Maybe we can do this next week. And I'm like, whoa, okay. Let me take some sticky notes.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, I'll see what I can do.
Sure.
And then usually I provide, but if I act like maybe it's not going to happen, then when it does happen, it's like, wow, she's okay at what she does.
Right, and that's the thing. Is sometimes you hear things like, again, a salad bar to a produce stand. It really in my head I was like, I don't know how that is possible.
Yeah.
But then you talk it out and you sketch it out and you can make it happen. But I feel like just last week this ice cream. So what was the occasion? You guys do
It was for Alzheimer's.
Okay.
The Alzheimer's walk.
Perfect.
So we kind of had the idea. We were like, let's do an ice cream social. It's hot. Everybody likes ice cream. Let's just do it. It was $1 a cone or dish, whatever you prefer. I don't know why you wouldn't get the waffle cone, but
sure.
To each their own. And it went towards Alzheimer's, and we raised like almost $400. So it was awesome.
Just in that event?
Yep. And we also sold handmade purple masks.
Holy moly.
So that was where a lot of people donate.
So can I ask, with respects to the Walk to End Alzheimer's, which is a virtual walk happening this Saturday, has the Sunnybrook team, I mean, you were here not too long ago, it was like over $1,000, over $1,500. There's a great picture from the ice cream social.
Yeah.
I mean, are you close to $3,000 now at this point, or what?
We are right under $2,500.
Holy moly.
So I feel like, some more of these toilet moves.
Yeah.
And we'll be good to go.
So again,
There's my dog.
Your dog made it there.
He comes to every event.
Right. And it only helps sell things, which you're taking the proceeds to help towards a good cause. Right.
Yeah. He's at everything.
You're not, it's like me and my kids. I'm like, Ted's doing a video and he's talking about Hy-Vee. I'm going to share that because he's repping the brand.
Yeah.
So that was last week. For people that are watching, you can support Sunnybrook. The Lunch for a Cause for this Wednesday, I think, is going to be very busy. And you selected public health, which is great. I mean, it's a no-brainer, right?
Right.
Were they excited to be chosen for this?
Definitely. Yeah. And they're right now they're doing a cloth mask drive, so they want people to bring any cloth masks that they have as a donation too. So I think it was just good timing all around. You know, they've done a lot this year. They've been busy.
Christy Roby-Williams, Director of Public Health, is fantastic, and her team is, not taking a lot of time off. And Lunch for a Cause at Sunnybrook, what you guys have done that's so convenient is, Jordan, people just literally drive through.
You drive up.
You don't have to get out of your vehicle.
You just gotta hand me some moolah, tell me your name, and here I come through your window.
Right. And I was going to say, and today, not that there's a cutoff per se, but if you could hear from people today that we're going to come out.
And we always have extras. I mean, we know, you don't know what Wednesday's going to bring. So I understand the RSVP can deter people sometimes, but we just want to be able to have, Tony Tone written on the box and ready to put it out for you.
It's a very subtle hint that I should scoot over.
Maybe
but
go.
It's a great deal, and look at what's on the menu. So 11:30 to 1. There's people that I bet have been at the last, several of these, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like they look forward to it.
Yep.
And
we
I
have
imagine
people that come to all of them.
the team at Sunnybrook, including some of the folks that call Sunnybrook home, absolutely love when this happens, right?
Yep.
Even if they're just sitting outside, social distance, waving, interacting with people.
It's just nice to have people from the community there.
Right. And sometimes, just like with the ice cream social, you'll get the police or sheriff's vehicles to come through, which is always exciting. And then, so the difference between the Lunch for a Cause, funds from that will go towards...
All of it goes towards public health.
Right. And I wonder, for people that are watching, have you ever had anybody reach out to say, hey, next time you do Lunch for a Cause?
Yep.
Oh,
so
really?
we are already booked up until, we already know who we're doing them for up until November. So
holy moly.
Yeah. So we've just got a couple people that have, they call, and which I want you to call because, I just think of who haven't they done in the past and, who could benefit from it. But if you reach out, especially if you're someone that, could really benefit from it, let me know what you guys would be using the funds for, and we'd be more than happy.
What do you think about the Tony Tone fund to get Ted out of pajamas? Would that be a worthy
Ted
lunch
real
for a
close.
cause?
Sure.
Really?
Sure.
The answer is never no. So
no.
Please
we make
come
it happen.
to Lunch for a Cause. I'm kidding. I would never do that because there's way more worthwhile causes. But that's nice to know. So you're committed to doing Lunch for a Cause through November. And listen, you never know what, speaking of weather, you've had hot weather. November could be hot or cold, could have snow.
But you'll have the heat on in your car.
So
I'm going to be the one outside in my parka. But
it's going to be interesting because pre-pandemic, Sunnybrook had done, historically, Jordan, a great job of bringing people inside the building.
Right.
And not to say that we won't ever get back to that, but people are now getting comfortable and accustomed to being able to drive through. You can have an interaction, you can say hello, and then go about your way. But I imagine that you are looking forward to the day when you can open.
Definitely.
I mean, like I've said numerous times, I mean, I DJ'd a St. Patty's Day party at Sunnybrook. So it was like I never thought I would do something like that, but it was a great time. But for now, this is the way to do it. So ice cream social, Lunch for a Cause this Wednesday. The purple toilets. Is this the last week for the purple toilets? How strong have you gotten after lifting? Because what you don't know is that Jordan literally, she lifts these purple toilets and
there
then
I am.
she does...
Oh my gosh, that's embarrassing. The exact same outfit that I have on today.
Nobody would have noticed if you didn't say anything.
Until I just said it out loud.
Literally.
Different shoes though. Same hairstyle, different shoes.
I wouldn't even have noticed.
That's all right. Look, it was at least 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
That's not bad.
No, it's fine. You're lifting toilets for a good cause. Is this the last week? Are the toilets spoken for?
They are spoken for. They're getting moved today. We had a little mishap with one of them.
Did they break?
No, we thought there's the End Alls one. That's the one that's seen better days. The stickers are peeling off. It needs a facelift. But we did pick it up on Friday, and it did rock a little bit. And it may have broken our back window.
Oh no! In the Sunnybrook Mobile?
In the Sunnybrook RAV. So, we're gonna figure out logistics, I assume, today, as far as do we have to take the bus? Do we have to take my car? As far as how the toilets will get moved. Should I just run around town trying to hold it?
So like you're saying you were driving and it just like busted out the... Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So
that's too bad.
we have a Mini Cooper, a Hy-Vee Mini Cooper, and somebody was driving it a couple weeks ago, and a rock literally shot up and took out the driver's side window as they were driving.
There's one particular spot. I mean
you got to replace the whole thing.
Toilet has been back there for what, like 2 months almost.
That's what I was going to say. It's moved all over the place safely. So I'm sorry that happened.
That's okay.
And this is not a shameless plug, and most people would tell you that Excel Auto Glass on Park Avenue, that's like the go-to for that kind of stuff. So the toilets have been, I mean, obviously it was so successful. You rolled out another toilet, and it's been a very effective way to raise awareness and funds. And I loved the businesses that got in. Because if y'all remember, the toilet was at my house first. And by the way, that same 5-year-old that wears pajamas thought,
you could keep it.
Can I use the toilet? Can I keep it? I'm like, no, it's a prop. It's leaving. But it was great to see it go to so many different businesses throughout town, and to know that they've gotten involved. I mean, do you have like voicemails from people that are like, hey, I really want to send that? Because I guess what I'm getting at is, in theory, you could keep raising funds. Not that you want to keep, hulking the toilet around, but there's probably a demand, right?
Yeah, definitely. So we've had people, that, I mean, I've had one person that reached out and she was like, I want to send it to this daughter of mine, this son, and she's like, I'm just going to give you 5 addresses. And then, when you can work them in. I'm like, that's fine. Cut me a check. And we can talk.
That's awesome. Because, again, all of the funds from the toilet and getting flushed are going towards the Walk to End Alzheimer's. The banks kind of sent it around to each other, which is cool. I think it was at maybe CBI first, and then it kind of ping-ponged around. And you've gotten caught in the act how many times now?
Only 2.
That's amazing. So how many? 2. Do you know how many times it's moved? Is it like 15 times?
No, it's been more than that.
Holy cow.
Last time I counted, it was about 26. So I'd say probably about 30, 35 now.
So in 35 movings of purple toilets, you've only been busted twice.
Well, sometimes I think people are home because like their garage door's open.
Sure.
And people seem to be rustling around inside, and maybe they're like, I don't want to go out there and have to ask this person why they're putting a purple toilet in my yard. And I'm very thankful for that, because I don't want to have to sit there and explain to you that that I'm just going to leave it there.
Yeah. Hey, pay no attention. Or mow around it.
We did have someone keep it for a whole week, though.
Really?
I thought maybe they were on vacation. I was getting nervous. I was like, maybe they just threw it away. They were like, I'm not donating the $30. Get out of here. And so, they finally called and they were like, okay, we're ready for it to move. And I was like, okay.
That's super cool.
So
Chad, I'm gonna send you the link to the Sunnybrook team with respects to the Walk to End Alzheimer's, because what happens is if the toilet shows up at your business or your home, you have options to get rid of it, and it just depends on how much you want to donate. And Jordan already alluded to this, that the fact that you're hovering right around $2,500, and it's not a competition to see which team can raise the most, but certainly the Sunnybrook team is up there.
Yeah.
I mean, that's really
definitely
a significant amount of money. And here's the info right here. So you can donate directly to the team.
Sunnybrook, making memories.
Look at this. So $2,015. Now, what Jordan's going to tell you that there's money that's not counted.
There is $400
Woo!
that I need to put in.
Yeah. So you're talking about $2,415. Look at these overachievers, 101%. What is the plan, Jordan Lloyd, Marketing Director, Sunnybrook at Muscatine, if you're just coming in? What is the plan for virtual walk? Because, again, non-pandemic, we're downtown, we're along the riverfront. Maybe if you're watching, you were there last year. Great turnout for the Walk to End Alzheimer's. We talked to Scott Schultz and Autumn Wagner with Impact Athletic Performance, where people are working out, which I think lifting a toilet just as good as an impact workout. They said they're going to do like social distance, little walk from their place on Maiden Lane. Are you guys doing hot laps inside? Have you thought about that?
So we're actually, as long as the weather's okay, this Friday instead of we're a little bit a day early, but that's because more of our staff can be there and things like that. So Friday we're actually planning on doing our walk. Weather's nice. We're going around the building, around the courtyard, and things like that. So we've got different flags and of course purple streamers, bandanas, so that we look really together and gangster and cool.
It's a big deal to have that much awareness raised, and for people to understand that are dealing with caring for a loved one that has Alzheimer's, whether they're helping out in the home or if it's the team at Sunnybrook that is taking care of people. They need to be supported and to have conversations about it. People are not going through this alone, Alzheimer's affects quite a few folks. And
Definitely.
obviously there are people that are at Sunnybrook right now that are working to help people every day. So I'm glad to hear that. And I think you've done such an incredible job. If anything, the expectation next year is you're going to have like a fleet
of toilets.
Or you just go purple porta potties.
Oh,
because
or outhouses.
Yeah, well, yeah.
That could be fun, though, because then I could do a custom-built job on it.
You could.
That seems like a lot of work.
So if you thought a purple toilet outside your business was something, what about a custom outhouse, especially for some of those places in downtown Muscatine?
That definitely will not fit in the RAV4.
I was going to say, now you're going to have
Unless
to,
we leave the window open.
Sure. Well, and maybe
we can stick it out the back.
Listen, that might have to be the next thing. Just
thinking long term.
Yeah.
So.
I do like a purple porta potty, though.
That's fun. Everybody loves a good purple porta potty.
I've had worse ideas.
Yeah.
And again, my neighbors, things in my front yard are just commonplace. There's a chair out there this morning. My tree's dying, so there's leaves everywhere. So I'm the one house on the block that has leaves, and everybody's like, "What's happening?" And I'm like, "The tree's dead." What do you mean, what's happening? What am I, shaking the tree? No, it's dead. So
every morning.
Would Sunnybrook ever get into the tree removal business?
I can't say no.
Could you loan me
say no.
Dick Vetter and the guys to take down my tree?
Yep.
As sort of like, listen, we're getting out in the community.
A community project.
Community project this week is taking down Tony Tone's tree, right?
Yeah.
I'm kidding, of course. So, Lunch for a Cause this Wednesday. Ice Cream Social last week, very successful.
Yep.
The obvious question is, what's next with respects to events? And I don't want to put the cart too far in front of the horse.
Yeah,
if you're watching this Wednesday, Lunch for a Cause, proceeds supporting Trinity Muscatine Public Health. Obviously, more lunches for causes coming up.
Yep. So, pretty much August is kind of just focused around our Lunch for a Cause and more of our internal. We've got like a game night with all of our residents, some more of those internal things since we've focused on the community lately. And then next month, we've already got our Lunch for a Cause planned. It's September 9th, I believe, the second Wednesday. And that's for Big Brothers, Big Sisters of Muscatine.
Awesome.
So definitely, again, another worthy cause that they all are, but definitely, this year. So.
And then I believe it was on the Sunnybrook Facebook, you had a little spotlight on some residents and Dick Vetter.
Yep.
Dickie Vetter was featured, and it was just great to see Dick on the video. So is that something that you're going to continue to do?
Yep. So we got reminiscing with the residents, and we're going to kind of dive into, my hope is to each week or bi-weekly dive into past careers and, some of those like memories of the past type things. And then we also have sitting down with the Sunnybrook staff. So
cool.
I want to kind of get into that too as to why, why it's a great place to work there, what they love so much about our residents, and kind of what makes Sunnybrook so unique. So.
Yeah. And getting to know the staff, I love that idea.
Yeah.
Because there are, how many coworkers do you have? Do you know the number?
No.
Ballpark? A lot. Several. But there's people that are showing up, making a difference every day. Nobody has really known, how to navigate a pandemic, but certainly you guys have done a fantastic job adapting and getting creative and doing so many things, like you said, internally, to just make sure that the folks that are calling Sunnybrook home have things to look forward to, which is important.
I think it's going to be weird for me. I mean, it'll be great, but it'll be weird for me when everything is back to normal because I came into the position
you started during a pandemic.
Like during phase 1 or 2 of like this COVID, and I'm like, what is actual life?
Yeah. Well, I can tell you, it's just as busy.
Right.
If
I know.
not more things going on.
Yeah.
Our friend Bob Howard's tuning in at CBI Bank and Trust. And Bob, we were just talking about next year with respects to maybe more purple toilets that we could send to CBI. But then Bob, my idea, because I know Bob will love this, purple porta potties right outside the downtown CBI location.
I think that'd be great.
And it was just Bob's birthday the other day.
Happy birthday, Bob.
Maybe we could send you a couple purple porta potties to your house.
Yeah.
Not that I know where he lives, but
I'll get working on him.
Where he lives, purple flamingos and porta potties.
Yeah.
School supply drive.
Went great.
Yeah.
We're delivering the supplies and one of those big fun checks today.
Oh, cool.
So this morning actually we're doing that. So
excellent.
That'll be really exciting.
So helping kids that maybe aren't going to show up to school with, and the thing that people misunderstand they think, well, doesn't Muscatine take care of school supplies? Sure, but that doesn't mean that the kids are going to show up with a backpack.
Yeah.
And everything else that they need
and we
to be ready to
every
learn.
person that donated brought a backpack.
Wow.
So we just have a bunch of backpacks now full of supplies to bring.
And listen, if you know kids, they lose everything.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't even imagine how many pens, pencils, things they go through. I was always, I maybe it wasn't the best student, but I had an ample supply of pens. And then you'd quickly understand why you don't loan pens out, because you never get them back. Yeah. Right? And even as an adult now, because I got like good pens, like this Pilot G2. Like,
see, I don't like those pens. They smear too easy.
Okay, well, then you're never going to borrow it.
Yeah,
so that works out
okay.
well for me. And you're right, they do smear. Sometimes I do this move where I put it in my shirt, and then look at that.
Look at
that. I got an ink stain right there. Maybe Jordan's right. Maybe what I need. Anyways, so I'm glad that happened.
Yeah.
And
it was great.
Yeah, again, you guys are just always doing something. There's never a dull moment. At the core, Sunnybrook taking care of people every day, right?
Yeah.
Obviously. And I'll ask, are there any opportunities for folks to call Sunnybrook home? Are we at capacity with?
Yep, definitely. Okay. So we do have an opening for a studio and a 1-bedroom. If you're interested, give me a call, give me an email, write me a letter, carrier pigeon, whatever. We're always excited to have new residents, and even though it's kind of a weird time and everything, it's safe within our community, and our residents are just so eager to get to know new residents and stuff. So
and again,
and so's our staff. So
virtual tours, whatever the case may be. Lieutenant Greg Bach with the Salvation Army on Facebook says, we've been watching for that purple toilet to show up at the Salvation Army. Yeah. So
maybe this week. Listen,
Lieutenant Bach, and he literally, when he says watching, he just had something done to his eyes, so now he can even see better. I don't know if he had LASIK or what, but he had some procedure. He had really these glasses on. He looks like Willy Wonka. No offense, Lieutenant. You posted the picture. So he's literally, he can see, crystal clear. He's looking around for a purple toilet. This is what I'm saying. You've started something. So next year, it's probably going to have to be, whether it's flushing.
If people just keep moving it, I'm going to be out there in the snow. Carrying
poor Jordan.
And my snow boots.
She's going to be frozen with a toilet. But again, if it can raise awareness and money for Alzheimer's, and that's the thing, that is such a good way to do it.
Yeah.
I'm so happy that you guys have been that busy. And I feel bad about the window getting busted, but at least it didn't happen at my house, right?
I do too.
Stay in touch.
Yeah.
If you need anything, let me know. We're here for you. And then, Chad, if we have that flyer one more time for the Lunch for a Cause, I'd love to show that. That's this Wednesday. So if you're watching and you're like, hey, you know what? That sounds like a great idea. Call Sunnybrook or email or reach out today so they know to expect you, so they could literally have your lunch ready to go. Starts at 11:30, goes till 1.
Yep.
Drive through. Couldn't be easier. Right?
Pull up in your whip.
Yeah. And then maybe, you never know, from ice cream. So who knows what they'll do next?
Yeah.
I don't know. I love following along, and I'm happy that you agreed to be here this morning. And like I said, don't be a stranger, and good luck moving the toilet safely.
I do have one more thing.
Yes, please.
I need to, so last time I was here, we got on the Surfin' USA video and alluded to the fact that all my dreams came true and I met John Stamos.
Yes,
so
if you're just joining us.
I needed to show everyone the photo.
Jordan.
I think everybody deserves to see it, and also to know maybe that I'm not crazy. It really did happen. Here it is. Oh,
I don't think anybody would have thought.
But everybody deserves to see it. Dreams come true, moral of the story. Look at that.
How many buttons does John Stamos have undone in that shirt?
That was after the show, too.
Jordan's comment would probably be not enough, but for me...
We got pictures before the show and after. And then, he came out with a shirt undone. I was like, whoa, okay.
So just to give some context, the last time Jordan was here, we started talking about the Beach Boys because Sunnybrook did a Surfin' USA video that went viral. Yep. And then you shared this story about your affinity for John Stamos, who's been friends with the Beach Boys since they would come on Full House back in the day. Yep. And then you were on stage singing. Yep. And then you got to hang out with.
So I just needed everybody to see the photo.
Yeah, a Greek god, that John Stamos. I like that you had that ready to go.
I did.
Jordan's like, I have one more thing. I'm like, she's got more Sunnybrook business to talk about.
I've been waiting.
Yeah. Because on my list, I did not have asked Jordan if she has proof of the John Stamos meet and greet.
I had it.
But you have it. You had it ready. As if it were almost a wallpaper on your phone.
I did have it printed out in a 4x6, but I forgot it. So.
Boy.
I know.
4x6.
I know.
Listen, I get it. I told you, I shared with you that my wife wanted to meet Mario Lopez at a fundraiser, and we snuck backstage.
You do what you gotta do.
Yeah, I get it. It's fine.
What you gotta do.
It's fine.
So, yeah.
For some of us, it's just, like Michael J. Fox, because I'm a Back to the Future fan.
Yeah.
But for others, it's John Stamos, which he's great. He's very great. All right.
It can happen. You never know.
So John Stamos is going to be at Sunnybrook on Wednesday, so
Yep,
don't miss out on
don't
that.
Miss out. He's
Jordan
doing
will be
photo ops too.
fainting the whole time. Oh my heavens! John.
I'll just be passed out by the little fountain.
Right. Perfect.
Somebody will still bring you your food though.
Lunch for a Cause this Wednesday, supporting Trinity Muscatine Public Health. Purple toilets on the move.
Yep.
As a matter of fact, you may see it. Your home or business. Keep your eyes open. And the virtual walk to end Alzheimer's this Saturday. Sunnybrook doing their thing on Friday. You still have plenty of time to donate, by the way, whether it's to the Sunnybrook team or to if you know individuals that are participating.
Yep. Fundraising goes all the way till the end of the year.
Right.
Yeah.
So a lot of opportunities to do that. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Have a good rest of your day.
I will.
You're very busy.
Yes.
Toilet moving, school supplies, large check. Awesome. The check won't break a window, so that's good.
That is good.
Yeah. you
Very
don't have to
lightweight.
worry.
Might fly out the back.
Oh
but
my gosh.
We'll see.
Please don't. If you find a giant novelty check, return it to
Please.
Sunnybrook. All right. All right. Let's go CBI Bank and Trust Aisle Cam, and we'll show you some breakfast. And listen, don't forget, follow along with Sunnybrook on social media. They do an excellent job. And then go have lunch for a cause on Wednesday, supporting Trinity Muscatine Public Health. All right, breakfast is served. $5, ready to go. Thank you, Jordan. Some Twix chocolate milk in there. Twix candy bar milk. Okay, isn't that wild? Back in my day, we had skim milk. I didn't even know, this is true, I didn't even know that there was any, I thought there was only skim milk because that's all we had in the house growing up. I remember the first time, I can tell you, the first time I had 2%, I thought it was like a milkshake because it was so much thicker. And then you try whole milk and you're like, that is a milkshake. And then you go straight out of the tap. And they don't like when you do that. But yeah, to my mom's credit, it was only the skim milk. And that I still have the same reaction. Like if somebody was like, here's 2%, I would, and I don't really drink a lot of milk. But yeah, so there you go. Twix candy bar milk. What a time to be alive, right? Today, August 10th, is National S'mores Day. Are you going to have a little s'mores action? Going to have some more fun? You got to get a couple of things. You got to have a fire or some source of heat to take care of the s'mores. And we've got some good products right here at the Hy-Vee marshmallows. You've got the Hershey's milk chocolate. And then if you don't want to go through all the work, of course, you've got the Stroop waffles. Stroop, is that one word or two? Stroop waffles. I'm a hand model, obviously. Look at that. It seems like all the work has been done. I feel like there is a group of people that will do s'mores that will just kind of like barely hold the marshmallow over the fire. And then there are my people that will get the marshmallow nice and crispy. And I don't think there's anything better than when you're toasting the old mallow, when you can then take like the layer of toasted skin off of the marshmallow, and then you eat that, and then you can retoast it again. Some would say I'm a genius, and that person would be Chris Anderson. Thank you, Chris. And then, of course, you can get creative, right? I always think these are dog treats, but they're not. They are for humans, right? They just look like dog treats. So you don't have to go with your standard graham cracker. You can get creative and go Teddy Graham. Or you could go Scooby-Doo snack. We're sold out of full-size graham crackers. This pandemic is terrible. We can't even keep graham crackers on the shelf. Oh, the huge manatee. Seriously? We can't keep graham crackers on the shelf? First it was toilet paper, now it's graham crackers? That makes no sense. But I do feel like there is not a lot of middle ground when it comes to marshmallows. You are either crispy or you are not even touching it. That's it. And then there are some people that, that don't like s'mores, and if they don't like s'mores, they're not your friend, because s'mores are great. They're messy. They're not meant to be something you eat daintily. You're going to get it all over, especially if you have a goatee or facial hair. You're going to get it all up in here. Of course, classic movie Sandlot, they did s'mores, and that was the best. Today, of course, because it's National S'mores Day, it's also National Shapewear Day. And what you don't know is that I'm wearing a full-size girdle right now as my shapewear, my Tony Tone big and tall shapewear. I do kind of feel like these arm sleeves are a little bit of the shapewear. They're breathable, and they make my arms look fantastic. They do. They kind of keep the arm fat in place. So that's a little shapewear action. It is also National Lazy Day. So how could you be lazy? Well, you could be lazy with some brand new whiskey, and then, you can have a good time. Drink responsibly, right? Lazy Day. Every day can be National Lazy Day if you try hard enough. 15 or 16 bucks for brand new product right here. Revel Stoke, black cherry flavored whiskey, and then this one is the peach one. So those are brand new. All right. It's also National Connecticut Day. So if you know anybody that's in Connecticut, and for the sake of school starting in 2 weeks, because if your kids are like mine, they've forgotten everything. Let's show them where Connecticut is on the map. Because if you blink, you might miss it. Connecticut, right? I'll move my finger. There's Connecticut. Look at that. Way over yonder. Good old Connecticut. Home of, Bristol, Connecticut? ESPN, right? Anything else cool come out of Connecticut? I don't know. Maybe. Right? And then just because we like showing you products maybe you didn't know that we had here, these are wrap snacks. So they have taken some of the popular artists and given them their own snack, right? So that's Cardi B right there. You've got Lil Yachty, I believe, right here, Lil Yachty. And then, is this Cardi B again? Cardi B. So the thing is, if somebody calls you and says, can we put your likeness on something? I imagine the answer is like, yes, right? Like, why not? I'm always willing to sell out for a cause. I have 3 kids. We can talk about putting this in a lot of places. I'm not going to say no. Because, again, I have 3 kids. Did I mention that? So that's marvelous, right? Wrap snacks. I didn't have Jordan do... I forgot to have Jordan do Toyota Muscatine What's in the Box. But that's okay. She was so proud of herself that we got to see the proof that she met John Samos. I got sidetracked, everybody. So I will try my hand here. Lieutenant Greg Bach does say that breakfast looks delicious. He said, I bring all my guests to Hy-Vee for breakfast. I don't know if that means he's got guests coming into town, but that is an extreme close-up right now. Lord. All right, here we go. Toyota Muscatine, What's in the Box? Okay. Boy, this is... So it's in a box, obviously. It's like a little bit of Inception going on here. Toyota Muscatine, What's in a Box? Chris, what's a hint?
It's a box.
It's a box. Oh, boy, that's a good hint. Is it edible? Because my initial thought was maybe it was some type of like makeup, but no, it's edible. Does it tie into any of the national days? Okay. Is it like a marshmallow candy bar? Oh, it's a s'mores pie. Look at that. Marvelous. From JJ Bakery. It's a s'mores pie. Wow. So if you really don't want to have to do any work, you could just pick one of these up. You have to microwave it? Is that right? Okay. Microwave instructions. Place carton in the center of the oven. Cook on medium for 15 to 20 seconds. Carefully remove carton. Caution, filling might be hot. Also, water is wet. Look at the amount of carbs in that thing. Nope. Not going to show you. They're healthy. I feel like if you're buying something like this, you're not thinking it's going to be like low in carbs, right? But if you don't want to have to start a fire, buy the marshmallows, get the chocolate. Here you go, JJ's Bakery. It's done for you. This feels pretty dense, too. So it's kind of like a Hot Pocket, but it's a dessert. Like a dessert pocket. That's marvelous. Hello to our buddy Jeff Storm on Facebook. Yeah, so Jeff Storm, who's been here before, has a song, just had a song released, and that he did with, and I don't want to give all the details away because Jeff's going to be on the show soon. Jeff, we'll get you in here, but really cool for Jeff to, he's been working on this song with some professional musicians that many of you may know, and we'll get Jeff in here to talk about it. School, 2 weeks. How you doing with school? You ready? Kids in Muscatine heading into the classroom. Other states, kids going strictly online. These are books you can find here at the store. Math Success and the Complete Curriculum Success, available right here. Should you need it, we've got your back. And again, I ask that you be patient and understanding with school district and teachers and administrators. Certainly everybody is working hard. And in Muscatine, we are 2 Mondays away. How about that? You believe it? So, and tomorrow on the show, we'll have the superintendent of the Muscatine Community School District, Mr. Clint Christopher, will be back here, along with, for the first time, president of the school board, the one and only Tammy Drawbaugh, who I don't know how it's taken this long to get Tammy on the show, but I'm excited to have Tammy here. I've known Tammy for a while, and Mr. Clint Christopher here to talk about Return to Learn, the fact that we'll be just, under 2 weeks away tomorrow when they're here. So we'll get you all the details on that tomorrow morning. All right, let's mention a couple of things and we'll get out of here. Again, if you're watching the show, it's Monday, August 10th. And even if you're catching this later, you've got to come in and check this out. We've got a great opportunity to put some money on the old fuel saver. So even if you came into the store and you just got a couple of things, adds up to 25 bucks, 15 cents. Spend 50 bucks, 30 cents, 75 bucks, 45 cents. The more you spend, the more you save today only here at the store. So why not come in and not have to pay full price at the gas pump? So that's an awesome deal. Unless you're driving, a Prius or a hybrid from Toyota Muscatine or a Fred Flintstone car, you're putting gas into your vehicle, and if you can pay less at the pump, you should with the fuel saver. It's a good deal. On your phone, the Hy-Vee app, you can download it and save on butter. Every single Monday, we roll out a brand new app deal. So you open the app, and there's I kind of, colored over the QR code so nobody can steal my butter coupon, all right? I did that on purpose. That's a screenshot from my phone. Not trying to give everybody my butter discount. Chris is trying to think if he could, reverse my Photoshop. He's an artist. He probably could. Now I'm paranoid. But there's $1.88 for Hy-Vee butter. And get that on your phone with the Hy-Vee app. It's free to download. You still have a couple of more days with respects to last week's newspaper ad. So we've got a new ad that'll roll out this Wednesday. But if you have your paper from last week, those prices are good through tomorrow, okay? So typically an ad is going to run Wednesday to Tuesday, just a heads up. If you have it, you can come in and take advantage of the savings. Fuel saver, also a great, we did the math, $1.08 off per gallon is what you would save, right? $1.08 if you bought everything. So that's fantastic. And if you came in today, you could almost double down on that with the other fuel saver that's going on. So that's awesome. I mean, look at that. A mac and cheeseburger is saving you money on gas. Your car is mac and cheeseburger powered, essentially. Right? And I love that. So much flavor, you'll need a fork and a knife. That is true. I don't know how else you eat the mac and cheeseburger without a fork and knife. It's a whole thing. You can't pick it up. It's okay, but don't feel bad if you. But that's also one of those burgers. You're like, holy moly, I got leftovers. That's all right too. Don't feel bad if you can't knock it out in one setting. It's marvelous. All right, let's see. So we got the fuel saver flyer. We've got the hot deals from the front page of the Hy-Vee ad that are still good through Tuesday. So check that out. Those jumbo Prima peaches are really massive. I mean, they are big. So those are good through tomorrow. You've got the cherries in there. You can see we are ad busting the brats, which I think is great. We've still got brats at 90 cents each. So right there it says 10 for 10. We're cheaper than that at 90 cents a pop. Pilgrim's Drumsticks, Breyer's Ice Cream. And then you got I need to get a case of water. Note to self, buy a case of water today. Totally forgot to do that on Saturday. So those are the hot deals on the front page of the Hy-Vee ad. We'll have a new ad that'll come out on Wednesday. We'll show you what's available. Speaking of things that are going on this Saturday, Goat Yoga with Flickinger Learning Center. If you're thinking to yourself, is yoga really that popular? The answer is yes, it is. They just had yoga at the Merrill on Saturday. Big turnout. They did yoga on the deck at the Merrill. And this is the Saturday, the 15th, supporting Flickinger Learning Center. It is yoga with kid goats. So it's a creative fundraiser. You'll be doing yoga, and you may have a goat, stand on your back. I don't know. Pose with a goat for a selfie, as it says. Bring your own mat, towel, and drink for the 45-minute session. My thinking is I'm going to swing down with my kids probably for about 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and then we'll get out of there. But it does support a good cause. It's Flickinger Learning Center, looking for creative ways to raise funds during a pandemic. There you have it right there with Goat Yoga happening this Saturday. Goat Yoga. What a time to be alive. Aisle 6, back to school. That's where you're going to find any backpacks, lunch packs, everything you would need, pens, paper, notebooks, folders. Also, we've got the face masks with the Muscatine, L&M, and Wilton logos printed on them. They're each individually wrapped. They're ready to go. $7.99 right there. Aisle 6. We have a lot of, I want to say we have a decent amount of the Muscatines ones left. L&M selling really well. So once those are gone, I don't know if we'll be able to get more. And the same with Wilton. So just keep that in mind if you need to pick some up. My thinking is, we're going to go through a lot of face masks with the kids this year. It'll be that thing that is probably in Lost and Found, right? So that's going to be different. So that's in aisle 6 here at the store. Check that out if you need to get some. Okay, that's where you'll find them. If you're over 50 years old, the shingles shot is something you got to talk about, right? You can get it here at the store. You don't need an appointment. You could walk in right now, as a matter of fact, at 9:19 in the morning. Pharmacy is open. If you're over 50, most times your insurance is going to cover it, or Medicare or Medicaid. Have that conversation, protect yourself against shingles. Of course, everybody concerned about the pandemic, but shingles shouldn't be something that you have to deal with because there's a vaccine, right? So that's the thing. You don't have to worry about ever getting it. If you get the old shingles shot, it's called Shingrix, and it's available at the Hy-Vee pharmacy literally right now. We could send you there. If you're watching, walk in, get the shot. I think you have to just wear a face mask. If you don't have one, they have the medical ones you can slip on, get the shot, and you're good to go. And coming very soon, the drive-through flu shots. We'll talk more about that later this week. With respects to groceries online, same-day availability with Aisles Online. I know that that's the case because I'll actually pull up the app on my phone and show you. So if you placed an order today, could you still pick it up today? The answer is yes. And I have my handy-dandy cart ready to go. Last time I used the test cart, I just had $67 of corn in there just to have something ready. So I'm going to click. Actually, you know what? I'll walk you through this. So here's my phone, right? So you click on Pick Up and then Muscatine. And this is going to show us what's available for today. So here's today. We're going to scroll up. And if I was in a hurry, with an express order, I could pick it up at noon for $9.95 extra. Or if I was patient, I could wait till 2 and no extra dough there. So 2 to 3 is free. And you can see right here, that's live time, same day availabilities with Aisles Online right there. Look at that. You can place your $67 corn order or whatever the case may be. Plenty of opportunity to take advantage of it, right? And, I had my groceries delivered the other day. It was nice. First time it happened. I was like, this is kind of pretty schmancy. And there are people that, have totally been social distancing, and we'll happily deliver the groceries with our partners in DoorDash. So whether it is coming to pick up the order or having it delivered, it's an option with the Aisles Online app. I just showed you it on my phone, or HyVee.com/grocery. Marcy on Facebook says, how can you get the butter app deal with Aisles Online? Well, Marcy, I'll ask. That's a good question. I would have to imagine if you have the Hy-Vee app on your phone, we could tell our team to give you the butter at that price because you've got the QR code. We'll figure that one out, and I'll get back to you on that, but that should not be a problem. All right, last but not least, the store is open at 6 a.m. every day. Friendly reminder for those early risers, 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. Monday through Sunday, 7 days a week, ready to go, 6 a to 7 p. Normal hours, for a while we had like an hour of time where the store was open for folks that were maybe a couple years older or at risk, but it is all back to normal, quote unquote. A lot of text messages. Today is my brother Brian's birthday, and I'm going to share a picture with you guys from several years ago. My brother Brian is 30 today. The big 3-0. So Brian is in the gray. So that picture is from 2011, maybe? 2011. And that's my other brother, Phil, with his mouth open in the picture. He's going to be thrilled with that one. Brian is 30, and he was the sibling that walked onto the baseball team at Western Illinois and was drafted by the Angels and spent some time playing in Burlington. He was on the Burlington Bees, and then he moved up a little bit and ran into us. He just had major shoulder surgery, but he's doing well, and today's his birthday. So I know he's not thrilled because he's celebrating the old birthday with his shoulder, but he's going to be, better. You got to get the surgery done. But today he's 30 years old. That's crazy. That makes me feel like I'm 1,000 years old. Holy smokes. If he's 30, how am I still 27, Chris? I don't understand it. I don't get it. I just keep aging backwards, everybody. So happy birthday to my brother Brian. And, my dad's birthday is this week as well. Jeez Louise. And my brother-in-law Nolan's. Holy moly. All right. So busy week ahead. Thank you for watching the show. Thanks to our friend Jordan Lloyd with Sunnybrook at Muscatine. Don't forget, Lunch for a Cause at Sunnybrook is coming up this Wednesday. You can drive through, pick up lunch, and it'll support Trinity Muscatine Public Health. Jordan's doing a great job at Sunnybrook. They had an ice cream social last week. And be on the lookout. Those purple toilets are on the move, supporting Alzheimer's and the Walk to End Alzheimer's, which is was supposed to happen this Saturday. It's going to a virtual walk. You still have time to donate to the Sunnybrook team. You can donate to individuals or other teams. Whatever compels you to give, I encourage you to do so because it's a worthwhile cause. So tomorrow we'll be here with Muscatine Superintendent Clint Christopher and Tammy Drawbaugh from the Muscatine school board, president of the school board, talking about returning to learn, getting kids and teachers and everybody ready to get back into the classroom just 2 weeks from today on Monday, August 24th. And selfishly, I'm excited because I'm off next week. So let's get this week over with. What do you say, fellas? Let's get it. I mean, last week we blinked and it was Friday. So is that going to happen this week, or is it going to go slow because I know that I'm off and then it's going to take longer? Chris thinks it's going to go by quick. All right. Chris, well, let's get in the time machine and travel to Friday and just get it over with already. All right. Thanks to CBI Bank and Trust, Toyota Muscatine, and Lutheran Living Senior Campus for their support. If you need anything, you can always email HyVeetoday@gmail.com. Chad, I wonder, could we show them the salad bar picture one more time? Because I'm happy with how that looked. We've transformed the salad bar here at the store into looking like a produce stand. And again, a shout out to the graphic designers that I worked with at SPS. They did a great job. Kruger family, those folks bringing all their produce to the store. I mean, the tomatoes out there. Chris, do you want to grab a tomato really quick? I know. Listen, we're right out. The salad bar produce stand is right outside the door. So I'm not like having Chris run across the store, but these tomatoes are gigantic. So of course you've got the musk melon or the cantaloupe. You've got some watermelons, you've got some peppers, zucchinis, but these tomatoes that they've got are awesome. So please check that out with Hy-Vee homegrown, less than 20 miles from the store, fresh here. Look at the size of these things. Holy moly. Thank you, sir. Look at that. Brad, look at these tomatoes. They're massive. So this is from Kruger's Fields to our store. And if you're doing, I'm worried that these aren't going to balance, but I think they're okay. Look at that. Those are excellent. Look how big that tomato is. That's a locally grown tomato from Kruger's. So shout out to them. They're doing an awesome job. And then we've got a Santa Claus melon. Interesting. Wow. I was going to say, I saw that sitting over here. So this is also maybe something that's new. Yeah. Santa Claus melon, honeydew taste, thick skin, green rind with yellow stripes. Santa Claus is coming to the produce department. Santa Claus melon, look at that. All right, so whether it is Santa Claus melon or the locally grown produce, it's awesome. Please come in and check it out. Okay, we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Have a good rest of your day or a good evening. And if you need anything from me, HyVee@gmail.com. Now get ready because I'm going to throw this tomato through your screen, okay? You're going to catch it, right? You're going to catch this tomato, and you're going to turn it into a BLT. Wouldn't that be awesome if we could do some like choppy editing and I just drop this tomato, and then it's a BLT, right? You can do that at the Market Grill Express. All right, take care, everybody. Bye.
For watching Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone.
Be very, very quiet. We're hunting wabbits.
We'll do it again tomorrow with more local guests from in and around the Muscatine community.
I'm trying to emote for the play that the alumni are putting on in Wilton this Friday, Saturday.
Questions, comments, know a great guest? Reach out to Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone on Facebook or via email, HyVeetoday@gmail.com.